All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtama and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend Goa Liberation Day celebrations today, to also inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple development projects worth over 650 crore rupees. Foreign ministers of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyz Republic, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan to attend India-Central Asia Dialogue in New Delhi today. WHO says Omicron spreading faster than Delta variant, cases doubling every 3 days. India successfully test fires advanced version of nuclear-capable Agni missile. One terrorist killed in an encounter with security forces in Harwan area of Srinagar. BSF guns down Pakistani drone in Punjab for first time. Kidambi Srikanth creates history, becomes first Indian male shuttler to enter finals of World Badminton Championships. Lakshya Sen bags bronze. And in men's hockey, defending champions India to take on Japan in last round-robin match of Asian Champions Trophy. As India marches towards administering 150 crore vaccine doses against COVID-19, news about the new corona variant is a cause for concern. In this situation, we appeal to all our listeners to get fully vaccinated at the earliest and also help others get vaccinated. Please continue to follow these 3 simple steps to stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Goa today. Mr. Modi will attend Goa Liberation Day celebrations at Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium around 3 p.m. The Prime Minister will felicitate the freedom fighters and veterans of Operation Vijay at the function. Goa Liberation Day is celebrated on 19th December every year to mark the success of Operation Vijay undertaken by the Indian Armed Forces that liberated Goa from Portuguese rule in 1961. Mr. Modi will inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple development projects worth over 650 crore rupees in Goa. The Prime Minister will inaugurate multiple development projects including the renovated Fort Aguada Jail Museum, Super Speciality Block at Goa Medical College, New South Goa District Hospital, Aviation Skill Development Center at Mopa Airport and gas-insulated substation at Dabolim Navalim Madgaon. He will also lay the foundation stone for India International University of Legal Education and Research of Bar Council of India Trust at Goa. The super speciality block at Goa Medical College and Hospital has been constructed at a cost of over 380 crore rupees under the Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. It is the only state-of-the-art super speciality hospital in the entire state of Goa, providing high-end super speciality services. It will provide specialized services like angioplasty, bypass surgery, liver transplant, kidney transplant, dialysis, etc. The new South Goa District Hospital has been built at a cost of 220 crore rupees. It is equipped with modern medical infrastructure, including OPD services in 33 specialities, latest diagnostic and laboratory facilities and services like physiotherapy, audiometry, among others. The redevelopment of Aguada Fort Jail Museum as a heritage tourism destination under the Swadesh Darshan scheme has been done at a cost of over 28 crore rupees. The Aviation Skill Development Center at the upcoming Mopa Airport, built at a cost of around 8.5 crore rupees, is aimed at providing training in 16 different job profiles. The trainees will be able to get job opportunities in the Mopa Airport project as it becomes operational, as well as at other airports in India and abroad. Gas-insulated substation at Dabolim Navalim Madgaon has been constructed at a cost of around 16 crores under Integrated Power Development Scheme of the Ministry of Power, Government of India. It will provide stable power supply to the villages of Dabolim, Nesai, Navalim, Akim, Baksho and Telalim. India International University of Legal Education and Research of Bar Council of India Trust will be established in line with the focus of the government to transform Goa as a hub of higher and technical education. More details from our correspondent.
Goans are quite delighted and excited to celebrate 60th anniversary celebration of liberation today. Goa was liberated on 19 December 1961 from 450 years rule of Portuguese. Goans are quite eager to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will inaugurate some projects virtually. The main event of Prime Minister's address will take place at the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium. In the last few years, Goa has attained a rapid pace of progress and development. The constant effort of the Prime Minister to improve medical infrastructure has led to specialized medical services, and more such projects will be launched today. With the Mukesh Thali, Tushar Jadhav for AIR News, Panaji, Goa.
Foreign ministers of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyz Republic, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan will attend the Fed India-Central Asia Dialogue in New Delhi today. Kazakhstan Foreign Minister Mukhtar Tiluberdi, Foreign Minister of Turkmenistan Rashid Meredov and Foreign Minister of Uzbekistan Abdul Aziz Kamilov arrived in New Delhi yesterday to attend the Third India-Central Asia Dialogue. Foreign Minister of Kyrgyz Republic Ruslan Kazakbayev and Tajikistan Foreign Minister Sirajuddin Muhriddin had arrived in New Delhi on Friday. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar hosted the Central Asian foreign ministers to a welcome dinner yesterday evening before the dialogue today. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said, "The cultural show was just one more reminder of the closeness between India and Central Asia." As part of the third meeting of the India-Central Asia Dialogue, the ministers are expected to discuss further strengthening of relations between India and Central Asian countries, with particular focus on trade, connectivity and development cooperation. They will also exchange views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. The foreign ministers of the Central Asian countries are expected to pay a joint courtesy call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
India's COVID vaccination coverage has crossed 137 crore 37 lakh mark. Out of the total vaccination, more than 82 crore 60 lakh vaccine doses have been administered as first dose, while over 54 crore 77 lakh doses have been administered as second dose. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry said more than 69 lakh 21,000 vaccine doses were administered till 7 p.m. yesterday. As part of the nationwide vaccination drive, the centre is supporting the states and union territories by providing them COVID vaccines free of cost.
कोविड टीके के दोनों खुराक पाने वालों की संख्या में उत्तर प्रदेश सबसे अव्वल। यहाँ 4 करोड़ 13 लाख से अधिक लोगों को टीके की दोनों डोज देकर कोविड का सुरक्षा कवर प्रदान किया गया है।
उत्तर प्रदेश में कोविड से बचाव के लिए ट्रेसिंग, टेस्टिंग, ट्रीटमेंट और टीकाकरण की नीति से ये महामारी पूरी तरह नियंत्रित है।
चिकित्सा सुविधाओं में भी उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने नए आयाम दिए हैं। प्रदेश में कुल 97 मेडिकल कॉलेज हो गए हैं। नए मेडिकल कॉलेजेस होने से अब प्रदेश में मेडिकल की 40,000 सीट, MBBS की 35,088 और PG की 804 सीट्स बढ़ी हैं और इससे 65,000 से अधिक रोजगार के अवसर प्रदान होंगे।
सोच ईमानदार, काम दमदार, उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार द्वारा जनहित में प्रसारित।
The World Health Organization has said the number of cases of the Omicron coronavirus variant is doubling at least every 3 days. The UN Health Agency said there is consistent evidence that Omicron has a substantial growth advantage over Delta. According to the WHO, the new variant of the coronavirus is spreading faster than the Delta strain in countries with a documented community transmission, with the number of cases doubling in 1.5 to 3 days. As of now, the Omicron variant has been identified in 89 countries across all 6 WHO regions. The current understanding of the Omicron variant will continue to evolve as more data becomes available. The WHO warned that with cases rising so rapidly, hospitals could be overwhelmed in some places. WHO noted that Omicron is spreading rapidly even in countries with high vaccination rates or where a significant proportion of the population has recovered from COVID-1 levels of population immunity. Director of WHO Southeast Asia region, Dr. Poonam Khetrapal Singh said countries can and must prevent the spread of Omicron with the proven health and social measures. Our focus must continue to be to protect the least protected and those at high risk.
The Netherlands has announced a strict lockdown over Christmas amid concerns over the Omicron coronavirus variant. Prime Minister Mark Rutte said the Netherlands is again shutting down. That is unavoidable because of the fifth wave that is coming with the Omicron variant. Non-essential shops, bars, gyms, hairdressers and other public venues will be closed until at least mid-January. Bangladesh will start giving COVID-19 booster doses on a trial basis from today. Bangladesh Health Minister Zahid Malik said The government has decided to provide booster doses to the elderly and frontline workers like doctors, nurses, government officials and journalists, reports the official news agency BSS. The minister said close to 7 crore people have received the first dose of the vaccine and 4.5 crore people have received both the doses of the COVID vaccine to date.
In our bilingual live phone-in program, Corona Jagrukta series, Phone-in with Public, Dr. Suryakant of King George's Medical University, Lucknow, will be with us tonight to answer the queries related to coronavirus. Listeners can ask questions to the expert from 9:30 p.m. on toll-free number 1-800-115767, repeat 1-800-115767, and on telephone number 011-2331-4444, repeat 011-2331-4444. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that India has never attacked any country nor occupied an inch of land of any country. Addressing the General Body meeting of the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry FICCI in New Delhi yesterday, Mr. Singh, without naming any country, said if India wanted it, could have occupied their land in the 1971 war. The Defence Minister said India is an emerging economy and it is moving towards growth. He said the country has young, trained, scientific, technological and managerial talent and is producing CEOs of the world's topmost organizations. Mr. Singh said the government is focusing on private and public investments in the education and healthcare sectors to make India the world's healthiest and most capable workforce. He also said the government has set a target to build one medical college in each district and at least one AIIMS in each state.
India has successfully test-fired new generation nuclear-capable ballistic missile Agni-P from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Orissa. The missile has been developed by Defence Research and Development Organization DRDO. Agni-P is a two-stage canisterized solid propellant ballistic missile with dual redundant navigation and guidance system. This second flight test has proven the reliable performance of all the advanced technologies integrated into the system.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend Goa Liberation Day celebrations today, to also inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple development projects worth over 650 crore rupees. Foreign ministers of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyz Republic, Tajikistan and Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan to attend India Central Asia Dialogue in New Delhi today. WHO says Omicron spreading faster than Delta variant, cases doubling every 3 days. India successfully test-fires advanced version of nuclear-capable Agni missile. One terrorist killed in an encounter with security forces in Harwan area of Srinagar. BSF guns down Pakistani drone in Punjab for the first time. Kidambi Shrikant creates history, becomes the first Indian male shuttler to enter the final of World Badminton Championships. Lakshya Sen bags bronze. And in men's hockey, defending champions India to take on Japan in the last round-robin match of Asian Champions Trophy. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
आजादी के आंदोलन के खजाने में ऐसे ढेरों शब्द जिन्होंने बदल दिए इतिहास, तारीख बदलने वाले लफ्जों पर आकाशवाणी समाचार ला रहा है विशेष कार्यक्रम धरोहर हर सोमवार.
Welcome back. You're listening to the morning news. In Jammu and Kashmir, one Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist was killed in an encounter with security forces in Srinagar early this morning. The encounter broke out after security forces launched a search operation in the Harwan area. The brief shootout began on the outskirts of Srinagar around 4 a.m. today. Police said the search operation is underway in the area. Border Security Force has gunned down a Pakistani drone near its One Border Outpost BOP in Firozpur sector of Punjab. BSF jawans spotted the drone flying at a lower height due to fog, following which they opened fire and brought it down Friday night. The black-colored drone was shot at a distance of about 300 meters from the international border and 150 meters from the border fence, BSF said in a statement. The recovered drone is found to be made in China.
Union Minister of Law and Justice has clarified that Legislative Department organizes meetings with officers of the Election Commission and other relevant government departments in matters related to electoral reforms. In a statement, the ministry said the Chief Election Commissioner, CEC, was not invited in the virtual meeting held on the 16th of last month on common electoral roll, and no physical meeting was organized in the Prime Minister's office, PMO. The ministry said since Election Commission of India, ECI, has the necessary expertise and mandate regarding electoral roll, and in the light of the previous letters of CEC addressed to the Law Minister, Secretary, Legislative Department, thought it appropriate to invite officials of Election Commission to this meeting. The News Services Division brings you glimpses of the year 2021 in its special year-ender series, The Year That Was. Today, we take a look at progress made under Jal Jeevan Mission, which aims to ensure access of piped water for every household in India by 2024. The centre had initiated this mission to provide safe and adequate drinking water to every rural household of the country by 2024 with the motto, Har Ghar Jal. To achieve this goal, Prime Minister Narendra Modi created a new Jal Shakti Ministry. The Prime Minister announced the Jal Jeevan Mission on 15th August 2019 to make drinking water available to all households. Interacting with Gram Panchayats and Pani Samitis on Jal Jeevan Mission in October this year, Mr. Modi had said that in just 2 years, more work had been done for taking tap water to people than was done in the last 7 decades.
भारत के विकास में पानी की कमी बाधा न बने, इसके लिए काम करते रहना हम सभी का दायित्व है। सबका प्रयास बहुत आवश्यक है। हम अपनी आने वाली पीढ़ियों के प्रति भी जवाबदेह हैं। पानी की कमी की वजह से हमारे बच्चे अपनी ऊर्जा राष्ट्र निर्माण में न लगा पाए, उनका जीवन पानी की किल्लत से निपटने में ही बीत जाए, ये हम नहीं होने दे सकते। इसके लिए हमें युद्ध स्तर पर अपना काम जारी रखना होगा। आजादी के 75 साल बहुत समय बीत गया, अब हमें बहुत तेजी करनी है।
Our correspondent reports that the vision of Jal Jeevan Mission is not just to make water accessible to the people, but is also a big movement of decentralization.
At the time of announcement of Jal Jeevan Mission, 3.23 crore households out of 18.93 crore rural households were reported to have tap water connections. In the last 27 months, 5.36 crore rural households have been provided with tap water connections in Goa, Telangana, Haryana, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. Provision of tap water supply to all rural households have been made. Today, water is reaching every household in over 1.25 lakh villages in about 80 districts of the country. Total budget for Jal Jeevan Mission in 2021-22 is to the tune of over 50,000 crore rupees. The scheme is providing new employment opportunities in villages and boosting the rural economy. With Anand Kumar, Anupam Mishra, AR News.
And now let's listen to our special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
देखता हूँ मैं जिसे वो चुप तेरी महफिल में है.
Today we pay tribute to Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan and Roshan Singh, who attained martyrdom on 19th of December 1927. Ram Prasad Bismil was among the most notable Indian revolutionaries who fought against British colonialism.
The ideals of freedom and revolution got first ingrained in his mind after he read the death sentence passed on the freedom fighter Bhai Parmanand. He used to give vent to his anger in the form of poems.
Bismil rose as a prominent freedom fighter with his participation in Mainpuri conspiracy.
In 1918, Ashfaqullah was a student in school. Inspired by the Mainpuri conspiracy, young Ashfaqullah asked his friend to introduce him to Ram Prasad Bismil, and thus in 1920 began the legendary friendship of Bismil and Ashfaqullah, which ended only with their death.
Over the next 7 years, Ashfaq and Bismil engaged in revolutionary activities under the banner of the Hindustan Republican Association.
They were arrested after the Kakori robbery, and the trial for the case went on for over a year and a half. It ended in April 1927 with Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan and Rajendra Lahiri sentenced to death and the others given life sentences.
While in Lucknow Central Jail, Bismil wrote his autobiography and also the cult song, Mera Rang De Basanti Chola. O Mera Rang De Basanti Chola, Oye Rang De Basanti Chola, Mae Rang De Basanti Chola. With the words Jai Hind on his lips, the 30-year-old Bismil was hanged in the Gorakhpur jail on December 19, 1927 and cremated on the banks of Rapti River. Ashfaqullah Khan was put to death by hanging on 19th of December 1927 at Faizabad jail. Dekhna hai zor kitna bazu-e qatil mein hai, sarfaroshi ki tamanna ab hamare dil mein hai.
Roshan Singh was an Indian revolutionary born on the 22nd of January 1892 in Shahjahanpur district in Uttar Pradesh. Although he had not taken part in the Kakori conspiracy of August 1925, he was arrested and tried for a murder carried out during the Bamroli dacoity in December 1924. He was sentenced to death along with Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan and Rajendra Lahiri. He was executed at Naini jail in Prayagraj. On the 19th of December 1927, we pay tribute to the brave sons of the soil.
December 19 is also the Goa Liberation Day. On August 15, 1947, when India gained its independence, Goa was still under the Portuguese rule. Following unsuccessful negotiations with the Portuguese, the former Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, decided that military intervention was the only option. The 36-hour military operation conducted from December 18, 1961 was codenamed Operation Vijay. On December 19, 1961, Indian troops reclaimed the Goan territory and the Portuguese Governor-General Manuel Antonio Vassallo de Silva signed the Certificate of Surrender, thus bringing Portuguese rule in the region to an end. This made India completely free from foreign rule. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Best wishes to all consumers for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Hallmark ensures purity of gold. Always purchase hallmarked gold jewelry. For any consumer-related complaints, please contact National Consumer Helpline's toll-free number 14404. Issued in public interest by Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India, Jago Grahak Jago. In badminton, Kidambi Srikanth became the first Indian man to reach a World Championship final after beating Lakshya Sen at the BWF World Championships in Huelva, Spain last night. In a historic all-Indian men's singles semi-final, former world number 1 Srikanth defeated Sen by 17-21, 21-14, 21-17 in a thriller that lasted for 1 hour and 9 minutes. Srikanth will now clash in the gold medal match against the winner of the second semi-final, which is to be played between Denmark's Anders Antonsen and Singapore's Loh Kang Hui.
In Asian Champions Trophy men's hockey tournament in Dhaka, defending champion India will look to continue their winning streak when they clash with Japan in the final round-robin match today. Olympic bronze medalist India kicked off its title defense in style at the Champions Trophy with 2 wins and a draw from 3 games so far. Playing their first tournament after a historic Olympic campaign, India were held to a 2-2 draw by Korea in the opener. Later, the players lifted their games by leap and bounds to host Bangladesh 9-0, and they got the better of arch rivals Pakistan 3-1 on Friday. With this, India consolidated their position at the top of the table with 7 points in 3 games, ahead of Korea 5, Japan 2, and Pakistan 1. In Himachal Pradesh, cold wave conditions are being experienced in most parts as the minimum temperature has fallen by a few degrees following snowfall in higher reaches. Intense colds being experienced in Shimla, Solan, Lahore Spiti, Dalhousie, Kinnaur and Chamba district. The minimum temperature across the state is hovering around 3 to 4 degrees Celsius below normal. The minimum temperature in the state was recorded at 10.3 in Kelong.
And now let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. Srinagar will have mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Temperature will hover between -5 and 8 degrees Celsius. Jammu will have a mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Temperature will hover between 2 and 18 degrees Celsius, while Leh is likely to witness a mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature was -15, while maximum will be -4. Gilgit will have mainly clear sky. Temperature will hover between -9 and 11 degrees Celsius. Muzaffarabad will have a generally cloudy sky. Minimum temperature was 1 degree and maximum will be around 15 degrees. National capital Delhi will have a cold day today. Temperature will vary between 5 and 18 degrees Celsius. Mumbai will have a mainly clear sky. Temperature will hover between 17 and 28 degrees Celsius, while Chennai will have a partly cloudy sky today. Temperature will hover between 22 and 29 degrees Celsius.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. City shivers as North India hit by cold wave, writes Hindustan Times, while the Sunday Pioneer headlines, North India shivers, more in store, season's lowest in Delhi. UP is all geared up for elections and inevitably the dailies are keeping an eye on all the developments. UP plus Yogi up Yogi. Modi lashes out at rivals ahead of UP elections. Omicron in 89 countries, cases doubling in 1.5 to 3 days, says WHO, writes a Hindu. The Sunday Statesman headlines, WHO says Omicron spread to 89 nations, will outpace Delta. The Asian Age reports Omicron on fast rise, 30 new cases in 1 day. BSF shoots down Chinese-made drone on Pak border, headlines the Sunday Pioneer. And finally, next generation Agni test fired, writes Hindustan Times, on the successful launch of the nuclear-capable ballistic missile.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend Goa Liberation Day celebrations today, to also inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple development projects worth over 650 crore rupees. Foreign ministers of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyz Republic, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan to attend India Central Asia Dialogue in New Delhi today. WHO says Omicron spreading faster than Delta variant, cases doubling every 3 days. India successfully test fires advanced version of nuclear-capable Agni missile. 1 terrorist killed in an encounter with security forces in Harwan area of Srinagar. BSF guns down Pakistani drone in Punjab for the first time. Kidambi Srikanth creates history, becomes first Indian male shuttler to enter finals of World Badminton Championships. Lakshya Sen bags bronze. And in men's hockey, defending champions India to take on Japan in last round-robin match of Asian Champions Trophy. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.